Have you ever noticed how some Sigma females are fascinated by things that seem totally random to others? Ever wonder why they're into stuff no one else really understands? Today, we're diving into that exact mystery, the strange but amazing things that only a Sigma female truly connects with. Welcome to time-tested advice, where ancient philosophy meets the modern world. I'm your host, Alfred. Let's get started. First things first, if you don't know what a Sigma female is, here's the quick version. She's rare, independent, and strong without being loud. She doesn't try to fit in, doesn't want attention, and lives life by her own rules. Her mind works differently, which is exactly why her interests often stand out. The world likes to label people and put them in neat categories, but Sigma females don't fit in any of those boxes. Because they don't follow trends or look for outside validation, their passions often get misread. People might call them odd or distant, but the truth is, they're just in tune with a different rhythm. So, what are these unusual things that spark their excitement? Let's explore. Here are 8 unique things that Sigma females often love. Things that might seem strange to most people, but feel perfectly natural to her. If this message speaks to something inside you, if it reminds you of who you are deep down, click subscribe and tap the bell. This space is for people like you, ready to grow, heal, and stand strong. Let's get into the video. Firstly, deep, silent, alone time. Not loneliness, but true, peaceful solitude. This quiet time isn't empty. It's full of creativity, healing, and clarity. For Sigma females, being alone is like breathing. It's a safe space where they gather energy, think deeply, and let their minds wander freely. When she steps away from the noise of the world, it's not because she's hiding or sad. It's because that's where she feels most at peace. In silence, she can think clearly, sort through emotions, and let new ideas bloom. It's where her best thoughts are born. Most people might feel awkward alone, but Sigma females love it. It helps them stay in control of their emotions and tune in to their true selves. It's also when they do their deepest thinking and feel most recharged. They don't need constant interaction, they thrive in stillness. Being alone gives them a chance to reflect, dream, and plan without outside pressure. It's like hitting the refresh button on their mind. In chaotic or noisy environments, their thoughts can feel stuck, but in quiet, everything flows. In this world that always demands attention and connection, Sigma females choose silence. Not to run from people, but to connect more deeply with themselves. This is where they practice self-care and build inner strength. Their power doesn't come from being the loudest in the room. It comes from this quiet space where they reconnect with who they really are. That stillness, it's sacred. It keeps them grounded, creative, and full of quiet strength. If this sounds like you, drop a comment and share your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of these Sigma female traits coming up. Sigma females don't just go for popular reads or trending titles. They're pulled toward books that go deep, books that challenge their minds and open new doors of thought. While many people stick to easy reads or bestsellers, Sigma females are digging into old philosophies, unusual ideas, and deep theories most people wouldn't touch. They're not trying to impress anyone. They're just genuinely curious and want to understand the world in their own way. These kinds of books don't offer simple answers. Instead, they ask big questions and stretch the mind. That's exactly what Sigma females love. It keeps them sharp and feeds their need to think for themselves. They're not interested in surface-level knowledge. They want to uncover wisdom, even if it's hidden in forgotten pages. Books like these help them shape their own beliefs, far from what society pushes as normal. This love for deep reading shows their independent thinking. It's not about reading to pass time, it's a way of growing. They enjoy ideas that make them pause, question, and grow stronger in their understanding. Many of the books they read are written by overlooked voices, and that makes the experience even more meaningful. It's like they're finding treasure in places others skip. So when you see a Sigma female reading something obscure or dense, know she's not just reading, she's building her own unique path of knowledge. Spontaneous adventures. Sigma females don't care about tourist traps or picture-perfect vacations. They find joy in the unexpected, in trips that aren't planned, routes that aren't marked, and places no one's heard of. These off-the-map journeys give them a rush of energy and help them discover new parts of themselves. It's not about the destination, it's about the experience and what they learn along the way. They love going solo, making last-minute choices, and following their gut. That's where the real magic happens, when they're tested, stretched, and completely free. While others want comfort and security while traveling, Sigma females are energized by the unknown. They enjoy figuring things out as they go, trusting their instincts and embracing surprises. These adventures give them clarity and often lead to personal breakthroughs. They aren't chasing likes or approval, they're chasing growth. Every twist and turn teaches them patience, confidence, and how to adapt. These moments shape their character and remind them they don't need anyone else's permission to explore life their way. So if you ever see a Sigma female heading out on a whim, it's not just a vacation, it's a journey into self-discovery, courage, and freedom. If you've ever taken a wild trip just because it felt right, share your story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more Sigma energy. Mysterious symbols. From tattoos to hidden art, Sigma females are drawn to symbols that hold deep meaning, messages only they truly understand. For them, it's not just about looking cool. These symbols represent parts of their lives, emotions, and beliefs. It's a way to express things that words can't quite capture. Each symbol tells a story, maybe about something they've overcome, a value they live by, or a lesson they've learned. It's a personal language that few others can truly read. They don't go for obvious or trendy designs. They want meaning, layers, and mystery. These symbols help them feel seen in a quiet, powerful way. It could be a small tattoo with deep roots, or an artwork that speaks to their soul. Whatever it is, it connects to something inside them. Sigma females don't want shallow beauty. They're pulled toward things that make them think and feel deeply. These symbols are a reflection of their inner world, rich, complex, and full of meaning. So if you ever spot a Sigma female with an unusual piece of art or a symbol you can't quite figure out, know there's a whole story behind it. She's not trying to stand out. She's simply honoring her own path. Sometimes the symbols a Sigma female connects with are old and filled with deep history, while other times they're fresh and personal, something she creates herself to show who she really is. What makes them powerful is how quiet and subtle they are. They don't scream for attention. Instead, they gently pull people in and make them curious. That calm, mysterious quality matches the Sigma female perfectly. She's not loud, but she has real depth. She keeps to herself, but feels things deeply. These symbols are her way of going against the crowd. She doesn't pick what's trendy or popular. She chooses what speaks to her soul, even if no one else understands it. This way of connecting to symbols is just like how she lives her life. She looks deeper, beyond what's on the surface, always searching for hidden meaning and truth that others often miss. Just like her symbols carry secrets, so does she. Quiet insight and wisdom that many never notice. These symbols act like reminders for her, proof of her strength, her journey, and how different she is. They give her hope when things are hard, and pride when she's at her best. For Sigma females, using symbols this way is a powerful form of self-expression. It's personal and deep, a way to stay connected to who they really are. In a world that's always loud and attention-hungry, these quiet little signs speak loudly in their own way. They help Sigma females show their layers without giving everything away. So, if you ever notice a Sigma female with a symbol that seems mysterious, know that it's more than just a pretty design. It's a piece of her story, told softly but with strength, a glimpse into her spirit. Nonconformist style. Sigma females don't follow fashion trends. They don't dress to fit in or impress others. Their style is a true reflection of who they are inside. They mix old and new, simple and strange, whatever feels right to them. The result? A look that's one of a kind, impossible to copy, and full of personality. They don't shop just to keep up with what's in. Instead, they carefully choose pieces that speak to them, mixing items from different places and times. It might be a vintage jacket with futuristic boots, or a classic outfit with bold accessories. Everything is chosen on purpose, with meaning, showing that they don't let society tell them how to look. Their style is not about trying to be liked. It's about being real. It shows that they're strong and sure of themselves. And this attitude isn't just about clothes. It's how they live. They're not afraid to be different. They wear what feels like them, even if it surprises people. Sigma females use fashion as a way to express their uniqueness. For them, dressing outside the norm is empowering. It's like saying, "I'm not here to fit in." They're bold, but not loud, confident without trying. Their fashion makes people stop and take notice, not because they want attention, but because it's just so them. Even in a world full of chaos, their personal style gives them a sense of control. They set their own rules, and that makes them feel strong. For Sigma females, clothes aren't just about looking good. They're a way to explore who they are. So when you see one wearing something unusual, remember, it's more than fashion. It's her way of saying, "This is me." Her style is a quiet but powerful declaration of her confidence, her freedom, and her refusal to be ordinary. Deep night thoughts. When most people are asleep or scrolling through social media, Sigma females are wide awake, lost in deep thought. This is when they explore big questions about life, purpose, and the universe. These aren't light talks or small talk. These are soul-searching moments, sometimes shared with a close friend, but often had alone. She might sit with a journal, meditate, or just let her thoughts flow in silence. She asks herself things like, "Why am I here?" or "What really matters in life?" And she doesn't want simple answers. She wants truth, even if it's uncomfortable. These quiet hours are her time to reflect honestly, without fear of being judged. This habit of deep thinking gives her clarity and strength. It's where she figures things out, understands herself better, and connects to something bigger than the everyday world. Whether it's the universe, a spiritual belief, or just the mystery of life, these moments are meaningful. For Sigma females, these night talks are more than just thoughts. They're healing, inspiring, and creative. They help her come up with ideas, solve problems, and stay grounded. She doesn't avoid hard questions. She embraces them because she knows that's where real growth happens. Not everyone likes to go this deep, especially at night, but Sigma females are different. They feel most alive in those quiet, thoughtful hours. And even if no one else sees it, this private time shapes who they are in a big way. So when you picture a Sigma female late at night, know that she's not just alone. She's having powerful conversations with herself and the universe. These talks help her understand life, find peace, and stay connected to her purpose. It's in those moments of stillness that her deepest strength and wisdom are born. Hidden patterns. She sees what others miss. Sigma females have a special gift for noticing things others completely overlook. Whether it's how people act, how nature moves, or how events unfold, they spot patterns most people don't even think about. It's not just about being observant. It's about understanding things on a deeper level. For example, where someone else might just see a bunch of trees, a Sigma female sees how the branches twist together, how light plays through the leaves, and how every part of the forest works in sync. It's like she's reading a quiet language the world speaks, but only she understands. When it comes to people, she listens beyond the words. She catches the pauses, the tone changes, the unspoken emotions. She understands what's really going on under the surface. That's why she moves through social settings with quiet confidence. She senses things others miss. She doesn't get tricked by appearances because she's always looking for the deeper truth. In behavior too, she connects dots others don't see. She notices patterns in how people act, what keeps repeating, and why things keep happening. This ability helps her solve problems, plan ahead, and understand people's true motives. And the crazy part, it feels natural. She doesn't sit down and analyze everything, it just clicks, almost like a built-in radar guiding her through life. Sometimes this makes her feel different, even a little out of place. But in truth, it's one of her greatest strengths. It proves she sees the world in a unique way and trusts her gut. It feeds her curiosity and pushes her to keep exploring. For Sigma females, seeing these invisible patterns isn't just about gathering facts. It's about making sense of the world in their own way. It's what makes them seem wise beyond their years. So if you see a Sigma woman quietly observing, it's probably because she's spotted something no one else has. This quiet gift helps her move through life with clarity, purpose, and insight. Quiet rebellion. She breaks rules. Calmly. Sigma females don't need to shout to show they disagree with something. Their rebellion is silent but strong. Instead of making a scene, they challenge norms with a calm look or a peaceful refusal to follow along. They don't fight back out of anger. They simply don't follow rules that don't make sense. They don't take part in traditions that feel limiting. They make their own choices, when to speak, how to dress, and how to carry themselves, all based on their own values. Sometimes it's a raised eyebrow at a ridiculous rule. Sometimes it's a quiet smile when someone tries to put them in a box. These small actions say more than loud protests ever could. Being this true to yourself every day takes real courage. Sigma females stand firm even when they're going against the grain. They set boundaries without drama and protect their peace without needing to argue. Their rebellion is also smart. They know not every battle is worth fighting. They choose their moments and let their actions speak. Instead of wasting energy on proving a point, they live in a way that naturally challenges the system. It catches people off guard. They expect loud fights, not this calm, steady strength. But it works. This quiet resistance gets attention and respect without even trying. And because it's done with grace, it creates real change. It makes people think. It inspires others. It protects her energy and keeps her focused on what truly matters. So if you ever see a Sigma woman doing her own thing, walking a different path, or refusing to be pressured, know that's her quiet rebellion at work. It's not for show. It's who she is. She doesn't need noise to make an impact. Her power is in how she lives, fully, honestly, and with deep purpose. This kind of rebellion might be silent, but it's one of the strongest forms there is. Obsession with time alone in nature. Sigma females have a deep connection with the natural world, but not in the typical take a selfie on a hike kind of way. For them, being in nature isn't just about exercise or fresh air. It's sacred. It's a space where they can unplug from the noise and reconnect with something real. Whether it's a stroll through a silent forest, sitting beside the ocean, or watching the sunset from a rooftop, these moments aren't just peaceful, they're deeply empowering. In nature, Sigma females don't have to perform, impress, or explain themselves. They just are. It's where they feel most grounded and most themselves. The silence of trees, the rhythm of waves, or the breeze against their skin. It all reminds them that life doesn't need to be rushed or loud to be meaningful. They often seek out hidden spots, places others overlook, because they're not looking for crowds. They're looking for clarity. This quiet time outside fills their soul, clears their mind, and brings them back to center. It's like nature speaks a language only they can hear, and when they listen, they feel strong, calm, and totally alive. So if you see a Sigma female disappearing into the wild now and then, don't worry. She's not escaping life. She's returning to what matters, creating just for themselves. A lot of people create things, art, writing, music, to get likes, praise, or attention. But not Sigma females. They often create in secret. Poems in a hidden journal, sketches that never see Instagram, playlists no one else hears. And that's exactly the point. They don't need applause to feel proud. They make things because it helps them understand their emotions, their thoughts, and their place in the world. This private creativity is deeply personal. It's how they make sense of chaos, how they process emotions they don't talk about, and how they stay connected to their inner voice. It could be painting, coding, journaling, crafting, or even building something weird and wonderful no one else would get. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that it's real and theirs. They create without pressure, without a goal, without needing it to be perfect. It's about expression, not performance. This is one of the ways Sigma females recharge and reflect. In a world that constantly asks women to be seen, Sigma females choose to create in the shadows, and in doing so, they build something powerful, themselves. So don't be surprised if you find out she's been writing a novel in secret or designing something incredible just for the joy of it. That quiet creativity, that's her magic. And there you have it, 10 unique and powerful things that Sigma females are drawn to. These aren't just odd hobbies or personality quirks. Each one tells a story about how she thinks, how she feels, and how she moves through the world. She isn't here to fit in or play it safe. She wants meaning, depth, and truth. From enjoying deep silence to finding magic in strange books, from following her curiosity to wearing her own style, everything she loves shows her strong, one-of-a-kind spirit. Her late-night thoughts are full of questions most people never ask. Her ability to see patterns gives her insight others miss. And her quiet rebellion proves she doesn't need to shout to be powerful. All of these traits show a woman who is complex, thoughtful, and boldly herself. She doesn't settle for shallow or easy. She wants real, deep, and honest. And she lives that way every single day. So if any of this sounds like you or someone you admire, celebrate it. It's rare, it's powerful, and it's a reminder that you don't have to be loud to be strong. Stay true to yourself. Honor your differences, and never stop being the fierce, thoughtful woman the world needs. If these words touched your heart, comment below. Unusual interests. Thanks for watching till the end. Your support truly means the world to me. Together, we will forge a path of nothing but peace and happiness. This has been your host, Alfred. I'll see you in the next one. Same time tomorrow. Until next time.